ask you a question.
Ask away, sir.
Who is a better NFL football team? The Dallas Cowboys or any of the other ones?
I don't know if the Dallas Cowboys deserve to call themselves an NFL football team after that
They didn't play like one.
horrible display of American football.
And the Jaguars would have put up a significantly better fight
Dude,
against the Saints.
Baylor would have put up 73
Yeah.
against the Cowboys yesterday.
Yeah. And you've got the beat up defense excuse. You've got the that funny excuse people like to use where they have our old coach, they know our secrets.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, Rob, he's the only guy that knows our offense. He's the only one with tape, apparently.
Right.
But it's hard to find a lot of good excuses for the fact that the Cowboys could not do anything on offense
Well, listen.
in the second half.
Listen. I am not. Maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, Chris Ochoa would have been the kind of guy that would have made excuses for things that he had done or whatnot. But I'm a firm believer in that there are only choices that you make in life. There are good choices, there are bad choices. Now, a lot of people like to take and make excuses for their bad choices and call them mistakes. And that's probably what Jason Garrett is going to do at his press conference. You know, when is it, on Thursday that he does his weekly press conference or whatever it is? Anyway, the bottom line is he proved that he doesn't have a clue how to coach a football game in the NFL. And that's sad because he's had a lot of experience.
It's like Coach Kilmer said, he's the dumbest smart kid we know, you know?
Listen, what is so sad about the whole game is the one thing everybody's been harping on all year, the running game, which I'm tired of hearing about.
Yeah.
They found in the first half.
Somehow they had a running game.
And then they said, no, we're done. This is boring.
I think what happened is when Murray hit that 80-yard mark, Garrett said, we got him right where we want him. Time to unleash the air attack.
I couldn't understand. He had the long 35-yard run, which was a beautiful run. He bounced outside. Then he looked like he was fixing to run out of bounds. And then he ran right back into two Saints defenders and picked up like 5 more yards. Then we punch it in. And I'm thinking, man, they're really committed to the running game tonight.
They were doing good.
Because every time they were running behind Tyron Smith, I mean, they were picking up yards left and right. And then, all of a sudden, New Orleans comes back and scores, makes it 14-10. And what is it? It's pass. We punt. They pick up the ball. Then they go right down, they score, make it 21-10, and then turn around and score again. Because at that point, we're down 11. We freak out. Now we've got to go to the pass, which I couldn't understand anyway. It's 14-10. Why not keep pounding the ball? At least put yourself in position to kick a field goal or score, because it's obvious they can't they can't stop your run to the left side. And run the clock out and go into the half with some momentum. I don't care what anybody says. Momentum is very big in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's very big because it was obvious because New Orleans picked up that momentum in the last two minutes. And what did they score? 17 points or 18 points, whatever it was. I mean, dude, that last 2 minutes was just, it was like, what just happened? What happened?
And what better team, when you find out you can run it on, what better team than New Orleans to keep their offense off the field?
Exactly.
That's what a running game does. But instead, I guess Garrett and Callahan opted to go with the 3-and-out offense and just let Breeze get it shot after shot after shot listen, our defense is beat up enough anyway. Don't put them out there the whole game, you know? It's just, dude, you got guys that if they were completely fresh going up against, Robert Meacham after he just got finished running from a bear, probably would still have trouble covering them. But now you're putting those same guys, you're killing them. You're taking all of their energy, all of their everything they've got, and just to keep somebody from scoring every now and then, and you just keep them on the field the entire game, and that's pretty much why even in the second half when New Orleans started feeling sorry for us and said, hey, we're just going to keep running the ball, they still got first down after first down because our already crappy defense was tired because our crappy offense can't get a single first down.
Man, I'm not going to lie to you. There's three men on this earth who have worn their welcome very, very thin with me. One of them runs our country. One of them runs our state. And the other one is currently quarterbacking my beloved football team. Dude, I'm done with the guy. I'm done with him.
You're done with Romo?
I'm done with Romo.
Checking him off your list?
Listen, he's done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired of taking up for him. I'm tired of listening to Romo apologists. I'm done. Listen, I don't care what kind of defense Rob Ryan threw at them last night. He made absolutely no effort to get the ball to our number one playmaker. If Dez Bryant does not get passes thrown his way,
we're going to lose.
We're going to lose.
That's been proven.
Lose. We're going to lose. James Hanna had more targets than Witten.
Well,
dude, I don't care. Do you think Matt Stafford only throws the ball to Calvin Johnson twice a game? Do you think Jay Cutler only targets Brandon Marshall twice a game? Do you think Roethlisberger only targets his best wide receiver twice a game? Do you think Peyton Manning is only going to throw to Demaryius Thomas twice a game? No. They find ways to get their guys the ball. Send them in motion, move them around, put them in the slot, do something.
Man, even when Dez has big games, he doesn't have crazy catches.
No, he doesn't.
So it's like 120 yards on 4 catches or something. It's like he...
I'm so sick. Of... And then Romo after the game, well, they really schemed us. They double covered Dez. Well, did you not see the catch Andre Johnson made earlier in the day over 2 defenders? Case Keenum knew Andre Johnson is my best wide receiver. I have to find a way to get him the ball. Dez is 6'5". Most cornerbacks that are stacked up against him are 6'1". He's got 4 inches on that guy. Throw it up to where Dez can get it. But you know what? That right there tells me that Romo does not have confidence in himself because he doesn't think he can make those throws. I'm done with him, dude. I'm done. You can sit there and talk to me till you're blue in the face, throw every stat that you want to at me, and I will laugh at you like you're an idiot. Because the dude is done. He proved it last night. What
I thought was weird was Bob Sturm. He's defended. I don't know if you can call him a Romo apologist or not, but he does defend Romo.
He does
defend Romo. I'm not gonna call him a name. I'm not gonna say he's an apologist, but he does defend him. Okay, well, remember that. He said that Romo, what was his exact wording? Gets
stage fright on the road.
He gets scared on the road or something. Like he panics on the road. Well, isn't that proof that you have the wrong effing quarterback? If that is the truth. And how can you say, yeah, but guys, you can win with Romo? You really? You can win with a guy who...
You can win with him half the time?
You truly believe panics and plays significantly worse on the road? You're not going to play every game at home. You're not going to play enough games at home to win the Super Bowl because, hey, the Super Bowl ain't at home.
Right.
Not always.
And what do you do about when you go in the playoffs? You're not going to be guaranteed home field advantage.
Yeah, we ain't going to have it. Yeah.
So, listen. Here's the thing that really ticks me off about the whole deal. If we're running the ball, okay, if Tony Romo is as smart a quarterback as you people say he is, and you put him in your top 7 quarterbacks, you put him in your top 5, I don't care that he is currently the number 1 passer of all time at the age of whatever he is with first 100 starts or whatever. I don't care. Stats mean nothing. Stats are like girls in bikinis. They show a little bit, but not everything. They don't show what I want to see, and that's that Super Bowl ring, and we're not getting one with Tony Romo, so you people can forget that. Because here's the deal. If Romo was as smart a quarterback as he was, he would have recognized last night, we can run the ball on these guys. And when Callahan calls in those stupid, bullshit pass plays that don't work, he could have said, no, I'm going to audible this at the line of scrimmage and we're going to run the ball. Because I know what's working, Coach. I'm down here. I can see it. But he doesn't have the nuts to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say,
he doesn't have the nuts to do it.
He's afraid that in the press conference, Garrett or Callahan are going to say, yeah, well, that was that run that didn't work was a pass play, but Romo checked down. Romo doesn't want the responsibility, you know?
No.
You said earlier on the phone, you said Romo has no heart.
No, he doesn't.
If you look back to that press conference, what was it, his first year of starting? He told the truth once. Yeah. And then like everyone, Dallas PR, the media, everyone told him, dude, you can't say that. Well, guess what? He's been lying to us ever since. He was telling us the truth that one time. That if that really is the worst thing that ever happens to him, he's got a pretty good life, and that's the way he sees it.
In what people say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't ever exist?
Right.
Well, the greatest trick Tony Romo ever pulled was convincing people he's an NFL starting quarterback.
He actually
because let me tell you something, man. Guys that play with heart don't go out like he did last night. You know what? If that sucker would have got hurt scrambling for 16 yards, and wouldn't have dove, he would have just tried to pick up an extra yard, I might have given him a free pass because I might have said, you know what, with this defense that we got, dude, he ain't got a chance. But, man, you could tell when after he would throw the ball, he would just kind of look down to the ground or look off to the sideline like, man, we suck. Well, you know what? Your team is only going to be as good as their best player shows them they can be. I'm done with him, dude. I'm done with him. The next person that says to me that Tony Romo is a good quarterback, I'll probably throw up on you. So just don't get within 5 feet of me if you're going to say it.
I think Romo is a good example, a perfect example, of having everything from the neck down. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not just saying he's dumb. I'm saying he doesn't give a damn. He doesn't want to give a damn. He doesn't want the responsibility. But basically everything mental. Everything that encompasses things other than accuracy, arm strength, agility, maneuverability, everything that is not below the neck, he's fine or good or great. But man, that doesn't take it all the way.
No, it does not excuse
matter of fact, if you don't have at least something up here in the toboggan, then you're screwed. And I think that's what we got with Romo.
And you know what sucks is the fourth quarter drive that he engineered last week. All that did was reaffirm to me that Romo is a half-ass quarterback because he couldn't do anything the next week. He's just like the Cowboys. They're perfectly indicative of him. Have a good game this week, have a shitty game next week. Good game this week, sorry game next week. Dude, I'm done. I'm done with Romo. I'm done. I would much rather see Kyle Orton or I'd much rather see Terrence Williams running it out of the Wildcat. I don't care. I don't care. I want to see anybody but number 9 back there. I want to see anybody but the red ball on the sidelines. I don't want to see Bill Callahan in the booth anymore. I don't care. I don't care who you get.
Not only is nothing changing this season, but
nothing's
it's probably going to be the same
season.
for a while.
Yeah. And it sucks. It sucks to be a diehard Cowboy fan and to know that you have a quarterback like Tony Romo. One who is good enough to get you 8-8 every year, but never anything more. And you know what I heard? I heard that after this season, at the end of the season, Ben Roethlisberger is going to ask for a trade. I heard that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, do you know what? I would welcome somebody like Big Ben.
Yeah.
I don't care about his past. Jerry Jones has a huge history of picking up players with bad past. I'm pretty sure Richie Incognito is going to work his way onto our offensive line before too long.
Dallas is full of women that want to be banged.
Yes.
So he doesn't have to rape anybody.
Yeah, he wouldn't even have to worry about raping anybody.
Dallas is nothing but women that want to have sex.
I'm sure there's girls all the way from Dallas to Florida, all the way back to California, that would love to just bang Ben Roethlisberger. So, dude, come to Texas. Come to Texas. Be a backup. Work your way into the starting lineup. Hey, get rid of... Dude, I'm done. Tony No-Mo. That's what I want him to be. Tony No-Mo. I don't want him anymore behind the center. And you know what? I'm going to watch Cowboy games because I have to. Because I'm a Cowboy fan and I have to. But the whole time that he's back there taking snaps, dude, I'm just going to be praying for him to fail. I am. There's no way I can totally support a guy like that anymore.
Well, I've already said long ago that I'm probably not going to enjoy watching the Cowboys until Jerry dies. And that's probably going to be quite a long time.
Dude, you know what? I'm not real sure Jerry Jones owns the Cowboys anymore, because if he did, he probably would have went in there and shot up that locker room last night. I'm thinking that he just wants us to think he owns the Cowboys. Because if I was investing my diehard money into that crap that I saw last night, dude, Bruce Carter wouldn't have got on the bus. Bruce Carter wouldn't have got on the bus back to the hotel. He quit.
Well,
he quit last night.
It all went according to Jerry's plan, though. His plan is to every season finish one game away from the playoffs so that he can say, hey, guys, you want to get them season tickets for next season because you saw that we're on the cusp. I mean, he's got a formula, man.
But I think that the Rangers formula for getting people to buy season tickets is a lot more effective. Just keep a winning football team around.
Speaking of the Rangers formula, you want to do a quick segment on that?
I'd love to do a quick segment on the Rangers.
We'll be right back.
It kills me not to know this, but I've all but just forgotten what the color of her eyes were and her scars of her...
The Texas Rangers. All right, we had the mic off and pretty much did an entire segment. It just kind of happened. But Chris, I mean, we don't have a whole lot of time, but go ahead and start there.
Look, Nelly's probably not coming back.
Right.
We've already
sort of assumed by everybody.
Right. But man, the one thing I want to say is, dude, good luck, Nelly, wherever you go. You've been a big part of this offense.
Thank you for
this
what you
lineup
did.
is not going to be the same without you. But dude, I got so mad this morning because there were people saying, "Good riddance, you loser! Good riddance, you crackhead!" and all this. And I mean, dude, he's got a chance to go make more money elsewhere. How can you fault a man for wanting to make more money? That makes no sense. And the only people,
especially when your current employer just told you, well, buy them.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it really drives me nuts. But there's a couple of big name free agents out there on the market that are, available. You've got Brian McCann now. We could use his bat. He's not going to be the everyday catcher because we've got Soto, but he could play first base. And you would get a lot more offensive production out of Brian McCann than you would Mitch Moreland. That's the no-brainer.
Moreland's not
you've also got Jacoby Ellsbury, who's a free agent.
Woo.
Now, I mean, really, if you look at Jacoby Ellsbury's numbers, they're not that great.
Well, they've dipped.
They have dipped considerably. But dude, let's not forget, we got Alex Rios in right field.
I love it.
So, but there's talk that David Price could somehow maybe end up in Texas.
Man,
dude, can you imagine what a guy like that would do to our rotation?
But isn't he under another year at Tampa?
He is under.
Man, they're gonna ask.
So
much for him.
Also, there's the they've thrown out there that, hey, we'll trade Elvis or Kinsler. Now, I would love to see Kinsler play first base or go to left field or do something else besides play second, because I would really love to see that profile Elvis middle infield. I mean, I can't imagine how many web gems that would create.
You still got Beltray at third.
Dude, I will say this, though. If Elvis does get traded, I will have to have a 1A and 1B favorite team in Major League Baseball. He is hands down my favorite baseball player. Beltray's second. But there's no way I could not watch every Elvis Andrus game that I had a chance to if he got traded.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fascinated with the way the guy plays.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what John Daniels is doing.
I don't think John Daniels knows what he's doing
He's
right
letting, like, if anyone says, "Hey, John, my contract's, expiring," like, before they say the next thing, he says, "Bye."
now. Right.
What is he doing? Like, he's doing it to Nelly. He's doing it to Joe Nathan. He did it to Michael Young. He did it to Josh Hamilton.
Brzezinski, AJ's
Doing it-
probably going to
doing
end
it
up
to
on the
AJ.
Red Sox. They're saying,
Ooh.
dude.
But listen, he's.
I think John Daniels might have too good a poker face.
I think what he's doing is he got where he is by winning and not paying anybody.
Right.
I think he sees that as his only option now. He's like, man, I'm not paying nobody. I mean, it's almost like if you broke your arm and went and played a basketball pickup game or a season, for
Right.
example. You did really good, and then your arm healed up, and like you tied it behind your back the next season. Like that's all you did, and people were saying, "Hey, man, your arm's healed up. What are you doing?" Like, no, man, I did really good. I did really good with one arm. I think that's how John Daniels is, man. He did some incredible stuff on a flea market budget, and now he refuses to get out there and become one of the top 10 spending teams.
They did promote Thad Levine and Purnell today. I think that's his last name, Purnell today. They promoted them to those assistant GM spots and gave them a little bit bigger role. So maybe they will have a little bit more. Of course, I know they already have had a big input in John Daniels' decisions. Maybe they'll kind of talk him into spending some money. I don't know. Maybe Bob Davis and them have told him, look, man, let's try to at least win the division before we do go spending this big money. I don't know. But I know that you have to spend money to make money. And the teams that spend money are the ones that usually are the winners. I mean, the Yankees proved that for a long time. Now they're, now they were too gracious in their spending. Now they're biting the bullet. Hey, Curtis Granderson turned down. He declined their offer today.
Oh,
so
man.
he's another, and he's like 34. He's kind of old. He's on the backside, but I mean, the dude can still play. That's a bat.
Oh yeah,
That's a bat. So I don't know what John Daniels has in mind. I've trusted him for the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, he's done really well, but it does seem like the core of the team is moving in a different direction and turning ever so slightly. I mean, like, you're not going to see your David Murphy after this year.
It just seems. All I'm saying is, it seems from the outside. Gotta say that we don't know what's going on. It seems from the outside that he is not going to give you a snowball's chance in hell to make money at Texas.
Well, that's kind of what it seems like.
I mean, I could foresee free agents if it's between Texas, Los Angeles, and Boston saying, "Well, I'm not going to Texas because as soon as there's a decision to be made, they're going to pack my suitcase for me and say goodbye."
John Daniels reminds me of those people that they don't always have like really nice houses. They don't have really nice clothes, really nice yards, but they'll have a really nice car that they spent a lot of money on.
I think it's called
ghetto
rich.
And kind of Adrian Beltre is that really nice car that we spent all that money on,
Yeah.
And then we kind of spent a lot of money on Yu Darvish, and we spent a lot of money on Kinsler. So we've got like 3 really nice fancy cars in the driveway, but we really can't afford anything else. So be sure and turn the lights out when you leave that room, because we got to keep the electric bill down. Maybe that's what Daniels is doing. I don't know.
It's just, man, but I guess it's...
The winter GM meeting is this week,
I guess it's just weird to me that they don't even talk about re-signing Nathan. It's like, well, he's done. And
that bullpen is so deep, though.
Yeah,
that
but that's what I'm saying. Our bullpen is one of our strengths. But the anchor of it is your damn closer.
Yeah, and that too. I see that, and even Nathan. Even Joe Nathan said, "Man, I understand."
Yeah, he said he understands, but
I think deep in his mind, he was still thinking, "But I'm the one that got 40-something saves this year."
Well, he's not. Joe Nathan has been doing this long enough to where he's not going to respond to that question with, "No, it doesn't make any sense to me," but
Right.
whatever. You know, he said the right thing, but
I understand teams always wanting to get younger because the younger your employees, the less you have to pay them.
Right.
You know, you don't have to give big money to Profar. You don't have to give big money to your young pitchers. You know, your Tanner Shepherds, your Robbie Rosses. You know, we just signed Martin Perez, but we didn't pay him a whole lot of money. Then on top of that, they basically locked him up forever.
Yeah.
Because you know they've got those 3 club options at the end, so they're really smart in the way they do things, but it does kind of look like they're abusing that child labor.
I like being young and staying young, blah, 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 but everyone knows if it's all young, you got a problem.
Right.
You've got to have the Michael Young, the Joe Nathan. Luckily, we got Beltray, but man,
I mean, look at the Red Sox, dude.
One-
wasn't a lot of young guys this year.
one person can't watch a daycare with 50 kids. You got to have like 8 employees.
No, you can't. You
At
can't.
some point, Beltray is going to pull out whatever stubble is on his head and say,
Right.
"I can't do this."
Yeah, I totally agree. And you know, then they're talking about Odor,
Odor, yeah.
you know, is down there in the minors. He's wanting to come up, and I mean, there's all these people.
But that's another
There's
thing,
all
man.
this talent that we have.
That's another thing. Everyone's got talent in the minors. You know,
We're-
I know that we've got really good
way
farm
more
system.
than everybody.
I know, but God, that's
But
how many times in history has it been like, man, we're looking pretty bad, but we got them minors and it just doesn't work.
Right, and you know, nobody ever says, well, you know, they have a lot of minor league championships. No, no, we want World Series championships.
This isn't like a 1A school where your junior high team's really good.
Right.
Yeah, they probably will be awesome when they're seniors. It doesn't work that way in minor league baseball.
And you know, baseball's such a mental sport. You can have a guy that starts out really good in the minors, but all it takes is one slump, one injury, and he's done.
Yeah.
He's done because of the mental aspect of it. Because it's such a long, grueling, drawn-out season, you can really, and we saw that with what's his name, the big bat we traded to Chicago,
Oh my God.
Mike Olt.
Yeah. Oh.
Mike Olt, you know, he went through that really horrible slump where he couldn't even hit. He had eye surgery because it got so bad.
I mean, he led the minors in home runs for a while,
You know,
and then he just kind of.
I'm excited about the new season. I really am. I'm ready for baseball to get here.
Of course.
Ready for baseball to get here, but I'm kind of nervous as to what direction are we gonna. Maybe Daniels is putting on that poker face, and we're gonna sign a big bat, and we're gonna sign maybe wheel and deal a trade for David Price or whatever. I don't know, but I'm also thinking that the team you saw at the end of the year may be the team you see starting off the season again.
It might.
It very well could be.
I enjoy talking about the Rangers, and since the Cowboys suck, next podcast we should talk about the Mavericks.
We'll do that.
Since the Cowboys suck.
Since the Cowboys
If they decide to be worth a damn, we'll give them 2 segments.
yeah,
again.
if they do good on their bye week.
I'm not doing 2 segments, a whole show on a team that can't handle their business at least a little bit.
Hey, I thought it was pretty funny. I follow Cole Beasley on Twitter, and he tweeted something along the lines of, "Man, this really sucks to lose the way we did going into a bye week because now we have to deal with it for 2 weeks. With the taste in our mouth." Dude, do you think you guys would be ready to play again next Sunday after the way you just played?
Yeah, furthermore, Beasley, you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
You ran your routes, and they said, "Get your ass
Yeah,
on the
they
bench."
threw the ball to you more than they did Dez. You just
Yeah.
keep playing Call of Duty Ghost and bragging about it online, and hey, get ready for that bye week and enjoy that bye week.
I'm gonna
and
get
ready
Call
to
of
come
Duty.
out of it.
I'm gonna get Call of Duty Ghost so that I can say I've killed Cole Beasley.
Yeah, you want to get his gamer tag?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna post a really heartfelt tweet on Twitter that says, "Guys, I apologize. I killed Cole Beasley. I don't know how I'm gonna live with myself." Anyway, we'll be right back. so concludes another episode of the Sober Boys. Chris, thank God there's a bye week coming up.
Yeah.
We need
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And we're going to enjoy some Mavericks. And we're going to see you next time on the Sober Boys podcast. Always sober. Always sports.